For example, David Rubenstein of Carlyle Group came out this week and said, look, there's 5 ways that we can tackle this. One, you can make spending cuts. But there doesn't seem to be an appetite for that, which, I can blame Democrats all I want, but there's also lots of Republicans and independents who feel that way. Tax cuts, we don't like raising taxes. He said we can go to the IMF, but, who knows how that would turn out. We can just tell our creditors, take a hike, which would be horrible. The fifth way is to grow out of it. You have a Harvard MBA, you've ran 3 businesses, you've had to balance your books. If you were in charge of this, what is the plan that you feel you would push that you would think has a chance of passing and getting us on a proper trajectory of balancing our books?
So I will tell you, so I've only been here for 2 months, and one of my goals over the next 6 months is to come up with my own detailed plan to balance the budget. I don't know that I could actually get anyone to vote for it, but I feel obligated to come up with a way to get us to zero and pay this back. A detailed way. I was an appropriator in Florida, so I know how to do this, where we did balance the budget. And that's going to be my project when we get to the August recess. I will tell you, it needs to be a combination of a number of these things. Growth is key. We can grow our way out of it if the economy booms, but we also have to cut spending.
Well, so let me stop you there for a minute. What's that growth rate have to be? Is it 3%,
I don't know. It
5%?
It depends on what spending is. The higher the spending, the higher it has to be. So, but growth. I don't know that growth. I don't know that growth can solve the problem entirely.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. I think it has to be multiple, but growth is part of it, absolutely. And then I think another thing is we have to cut spending. Look, this is, yesterday we voted on the first set of rescissions from the president. It was $10 billion, which is a huge amount of money, but not when you're borrowing 2 trillion a year. And literally all that $10 billion did was NPR, PBS, and like idiotic foreign aid decisions, like $6 million to fund Hamas media in Gaza, like lunacy stuff. And we could barely pass that.